Finally made it to the banned episode of Ultraseven. Alright, I got my notes. I spent 5 hours today just gaining as much information as I can. I am ready to just deconstruct this episode. Because, with it being the big ban episode, you can't screw up on your first attempt on it.
Gar, we already talked about it on Castranger.
But that's Castranger.
Yeah, but we talked about it.
This is Ultraranger.
Okay.
But it's just the same show where we just focus on Ultraman.
Yeah. It was the one we picked for Ultralife.
What am I supposed to do with this 5 hours worth of, information?
I don't know. Make a separate video about it.
I have been needing to make more Godzilla content.
There you go. Schwat!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ultraranger, the podcast where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kinds in between. I am your host, Ultraman Gar.
I'm your co-host, Ultraman Lane. Hello.
Hello. It's dark outside because it's now daylight savings time.
Well, no, daylight savings time is over.
Oh, right. Daylight saving time. Daylight
savings time.
Okay, it's daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Not daylights.
No.
I'm gonna punch you out in the daylights. We, as you probably heard in our opening bit, we are talking about the infamous episode 12 of Ultraseven.
Yeah, the band one that's really bad and very sensitive to the Japanese people.
Yeah.
Oof.
Again, just to deconstruct that entire episode is an episode of its own. But I think I'll probably do that another time.
Yeah, it was a fucking weird one.
It was really weird.
So weird.
We also have Ultraman Dyna Episode 13 and Ultraman Z Episode 10. But we won't be talking about in that order, so we're talking about Dyna, Z, then Ultraseven.
Yep.
But first we got some news, just 2 news stories.
Yep.
Proceed to take 20 minutes each, and they somehow make 40 minutes. Alright, first news story is actually a updated news story. So, I don't remember which episode it was of recent, but I mentioned that the original Ultraman show was getting a 4K release.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Uh-oh.
So, it is not 4K, but it is essentially a 4K, a remaster of the original Ultraman show. Just
touched up more.
Yeah, according to the news article from Sci-Fi Japan, is EXA Quality Advanced Service, or EQAS, a composite technology that beautifully restores images. Processing was done to remove excess picture noise while leaving the appropriate grainness. So you can see in the YouTube version on the left there is the original Blu-ray release, and then on the right is the upcoming 55th anniversary release.
Don't see too much of a difference, but kinda. I could see on the right with Ultraman, it's a bit sharper.
Yeah.
I think that's basically it. It's just they got rid of the graininess of it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
So this is Blu-ray, but it is essentially the 4K release.
Yeah, it's a nicer Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's a better transfer of the original episodes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
There's that time. As terrifying as ever.
There's a premium disc involved called Ultra Revolution 1966, Advent of the Giant Hero / its creation impact. The main featurette on this bonus disc is a new premium talk of 69 newly recorded testimonies from members of the Ultraman cast. So that's production, cast members, plus fans who are creators and cultural figures from various fields.
Damn.
Also including, and this is what I'm excited for, a unreleased interview with the late Ultraman screenwriter, Sozo Uhara.
There you go. Neat.
Yeah, there's an unseen making of, which has apparently been newly discovered, and it's an 88 film reel, shot by the members of the Ultraman production team. Watch the filming of the scene that no one has ever seen. So that'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
It'll also be available digitally. This is a limited quality thing, and it's approximately going for 30,000 yen, which is like $286 US, plus more. But this doesn't have subtitles.
Yeah.
And it sucks because we just got that nice Ultraman Blu-ray from Milk Creek.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like, there's not too much of a difference, but like, who knows? Maybe someone will release like this bonus features and they'll sub them or something.
And I think that's just what I kind of want. Like,
what the bonus features?
Like, I want the bonus features of this, or if any, you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably wait until they get the original English dub for Ultraman altogether, put it with this 3.0 remaster, and then re-release it with the dub in 3.0 remaster.
Yeah. Very neat.
Yeah. But I want to see that making of and that premium talk. Because I think the premium talks were with the archives, the Ultraman archives individual sets.
I want to see the alternate cut where it's Sophie instead of Ultraman.
I want to see the cut where Ultraman died, where his color timer got smashed out.
Yep.
Yeah, Lane here remembered that the color timers aren't an artificial part of, or aren't an organic part of the Ultra Heroes. It's an artificial part.
Yeah, and like now that I'm thinking about it, like really strongly, I think it's just like a thing that they decided to put on to keep track of how much energy they have while they're on Earth, which kind of makes sense.
Or off-world.
Yeah, well, no, because we've seen like when they're in like space and when they're on other planets and stuff like that, they're fine. But when they're on Earth, it's Earth's atmosphere and oxygen that like limits them to 3 minutes.
Due to Earth's polluted atmosphere.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's probably also like a decorative thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like so Zed was like, yeah, I'm Ultraman Zed. Well, I'm gonna have a Zed on my color timer.
Well, according to this, to the most recent episode, Zed, Ultraman Ace named him.
Yeah. And then after that, he went out and got like it's like getting a color timer is getting like a piercing or a tattoo. It's just like like this is why I'm gay because it represents who I am.
Dog tag.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's like a dog tag.
It's like a dog tag.
Yeah.
Ultraseven apparently isn't cool enough for one though.
No, he got going on his head.
Yeah, he got it on his head.
He didn't get the memo, so he showed up, and then they're like, "Dude, you're supposed to get on your chest." What? Aww.
But he looks at the paper. Realized he had it upside down. So I'm stuck with this thing on my head?
Yep.
Oh, that's just great.
It's okay, also. You can shoot rays from it.
Oh, cool.
Let us know. What do you think the color timer is? Like, what does it symbolize? Oh, you know what it also could be, too? It could be like a heartbeat.
I guess.
Because, like, when it goes off, it goes like... Dun, 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 dun. So it sounds like a heartbeat, like, racing. Because, like, he's running out of time.
I'll tell you what it is. According to the original artist, it was a disgrace.
So much that for Shin Ultraman, they were like, fuck color timers.
Yeah, speaking of Shin Ultraman, so on Godzilla Day, November 3rd, 2020, in Japan, Hideaki Anno, Shinji Iguchi, and Katsura Onoe?
Onoe.
Yeah, Onoe. They arrived at the grand opening of the Tokusatsu Archive Center. So this is an entire building meant to preserving older Tokusatsu stuff.
That's so
like
cool.
Props, scripts, information.
Oh, so you mean like what Not Toei does?
Yeah,
They just put everything in a fucking warehouse.
Hey, where do I put this? I don't know.
Yeah, just put it with the other Agito shit.
Hey, you think we'll touch it later? Nah. Hey, where's the bike? Point up like 6 stories up.
Still got that blade suit?
It's a bit rusted. Uh, but yeah, and at the event there was a 2 meter tall Shin Ultraman statue. So we kind of have a better look at what Shin Ultraman is.
And it's like, again, like I said last time we saw like the first image of it, he's a lot taller and skinnier. Like, I can definitely tell that. Like his head's a lot like taller, and like the neck's taller, and he's just scrawnier.
Mm-hmm.
He's more like, he has a more like alien shape to him.
He heavily reminds me of the A-type suit.
Yeah.
Like, just with how lanky he is.
I think part of the thumbnail should be for this episode should be just we put a color timer on him. Just ruin the suit.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that'd be funny.
Alright, fine.
Yay. Just part of the thumbnail. You don't have to like make it like the head of it. But like, let's see, what would Shin Ultraman look like with a color timer on his chest?
I think it would just look like Ultraman.
Oh, really? So apparently it's the movie's gonna come out like early summer 2021. So Gar had a theory about that, which you're probably not wrong.
I'm definitely not wrong on this.
Knowing your powers?
Knowing my powers and how obvious it is. You know how movies come out on Fridays, right?
Yeah.
July 10th next year in Japan is, I believe, on a Friday. I'm just going to double check
You mean my birthday?
Yeah.
Is it gonna come out on my birthday?
No, it's gonna come out on Ultraman Day.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
No,
July 10th's a Saturday.
Yeah, July 10th's a Saturday.
Yeah, because my birthday was a Friday this year.
Yeah. So I still have a feeling it'll probably come out July 10th.
Yeah.
You know, make a day of it.
Yeah.
Pull up the red carpet, get all the Ultraman hosts there, invite us.
We'll see. We get that.
We'll get in touch with Ultraman Galaxy. They'll get us plane tickets. We won't understand what's going on at all because we don't understand Japanese.
If the pandemic's over by then.
If the pandemic's over by then. Oh, 2021, it's gonna be better. No, it's not, guys. Not at this rate.
No, and then like I said, I've never expected like January 2021, like everything's gonna go away immediately. It's just that hopefully next year things are like better for everyone emotionally and mentally. Because this year's been fucking taxing on all of us.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at more stuff. Yeah, so according to Hideaki Anno, he made a comment saying that they intend to make 2 or 3 more museums in the future that will build upon like tokusatsu stuff.
Cool.
And I think that is a beautiful thing to do.
Yeah. Hopefully when we get like an actual like suit that they'll compare it with the original Ultraman.
Oh, Shin Ultraman?
Yeah.
If he's not... Yeah, you were actually talking today how you didn't like the Shin Godzilla design.
No, I just like I get what they were going for, but it's just he's ugly.
But how weird to think that is. It's like with their interpretation of Godzilla, they made him look
monstrous.
Like monstrous, but here they basically just made the original Ultraman with no color timer.
Yeah, like I said, made him scrawnier, like made him taller and like skinnier. That's just like you can tell in the arms. Like the arms are like really fucking skinny. So they got so.
Oh, here it is. The Shin Ultraman design was born from the desire to get closer to the beauty of the original design concept and drawn by the original Ultraman designer, Mr. Toru Narita.
Who worked on the original design?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he designed it without the color timer.
Yeah.
And then someone along the way. All right, there you go.
Yeah, no, we need to give him like a time limit, something to be like risky to like make the audience go.
Hideaki Anno also commented saying, "I think it became a suitable face for the Tsukagawa Archive Center." And Shinji Iguchi also said, "In detail, I am particular about making it. So I would like to take a closer look. Please pay particular attention to your ears. The statue will be at the exhibit until spring of next year."
All right.
And like there are some details about like the museum, like where it's located. Ooh, that's interesting.
Admission's free.
It's free.
There you go.
You could just go there. Except for every Tuesday and December 29th to January 3rd of the following year. I think it's also the thing of that the first one's open in Sukagawa because that's where Eiji Tsuburaya was like born. So it's like, of course you're going to make the first tokusatsu archive center in the hometown of like the guy that started the entire genre. Well, you could, it's Suit Nation. It's like, yeah, but like they made it their own thing.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm glad we're getting.
You gotta love
getting like a realistic Ultraman movie.
I like the building itself, like the camera, the silhouette, the kaiju.
Like you know what's gonna be happen, right? So like as we've always seen is that like they almost interpret Ultraman as a threat, but then they see him fight the kaiju, and it's like, oh, okay. But no, in this movie, it's gonna be like the humans are gonna attack him because it's a fucking tall ass fucking humanoid alien. Oh my god, fire! Like they're gonna shoot at him.
So what the Marvel comic did?
Yeah.
Literally, So spoilers, but it's been 2 months. You've been warned. Ultraman shows up on Earth in 2020, and Cap. So Cap, Hayata, and I think not Fuji, Kiki, or I think her name is. They see it. Hayata's not part of the Science Patrol because he failed the test. But Cap's like, if you shoot that thing down, you're automatically in. He shoots Ultraman, and Kiki's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, and like he starts to cry a bit because he's starting to get sad. Like he could see it in Ultraman's eyes that he's sad.
Oh.
It's like, oh shit, why did they do that?
Oh what?
Damn. Also, Kyle Higgins made a joke about how he and Ryan Parrott or Parrot, I've always pronounced it as Parrot, but apparently it's Parrot. We're joking around with making a Power Ranger Ultraman comic collaboration.
Pretty cool.
That would be cool, but how much Ultraman, how much Power Rangers would we do with this?
Yeah, he's very excited for this movie.
Very excited for this movie. Very excited about this archive center. I hope we get to see pictures of the inside. And I believe there's also an Eiji Tsuburaya. Is there not already an Eiji Tsuburaya museum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is also free.
Yeah, I think that's also free. So yeah, that's the news. Under 20 minutes. That's a shocker.
All right.
So let's start off with Dyna.
So episode 13, Kaiju Factory.
Today on Kaiju Factory.
Or I honestly would the name I would have like the English dub name would have been for it, The Boy Who Cried Alien.
Or since it's Kaiju Factory and there was like a joke about them making toys, Monsters Are Us.
There you go.
Or Aliens. Aliens Among Us. Oh!
Wow. Yeah, so this is a cutesy episode. So it's about like focused around a kid.
Yeah, his name's Takashi.
And...
You know, he thinks, oh, if I died, no one would have noticed. And he goes home to play on his computer. He hates how the girls don't recognize him. Then he gets a Wait, I'm talking about the wrong Takashi, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's Gridman Takashi.
First episode out now.
First episode out on YouTube. Hurry up and watch it.
It's really good.
Unless this episode gets delayed by a week.
It's well subbed.
This episode's probably going to be delayed by a week, so it's probably not there anymore.
Yeah.
Watch episode 2. It's coming.
Exactly. Yeah, so, like, basically he encounters these 3 weird guys, and we find out that they're aliens.
They didn't mention it in the episode, but apparently they're called Meejers.
No, they said what they were.
Did they?
Yeah. Like alien something. Yeah, alien something.
Yeah, like Meejers. It's like M-I-Z-Z or M-I-J-I-R?
Yeah, Meegees. Alien Meegees. Yeah, I remember them saying it. Yeah, so they're like disguised as 3 people, and like if they sneeze, then like their real form shows up. So like one of them sneezes, and it's like, oh my god, your real form! Holy shit! And like apparently, Garba's telling me apparently they're like played by like 3 comedians, so which makes sense as to why they're like acting so fucking silly.
Or like the head honcho was like a comedian, the other 2 are just like 2 random actors.
Okay, but yeah, like, and it makes. I wonder if this was like the start of like that thing where like in some episodes of Ultraman we get like 3 aliens that are together and they're all like really chummy and like silly.
It could be that. Apparently, the guy that revealed his face, he was actually in the Tiga episode. He was in a Tiga episode where. Do you remember the one where it was like the traveling clowns and it's like the tiny little kind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, he was one of the roadies.
Oh, okay. That was a cute episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like he discovers that they're building a kaiju, and it's the 3-faced monster Garon.
It's Gorgon, moron.
Which they mentioned something. So apparently this is a big mechanical fucker, and like they only had just the head, like little tiny legs on him and like little arms. But apparently, like, they were shipping out other, like, pieces of, like, the body, and they were gonna, like, build them on Earth just to, like, not be so suspicious and draw a lot of attention. Apparently, according to them, it was supposed to be, like, 444 meters tall, so that's, like, over 1,300 feet tall. So that's, like, that's a tall-ass fucker.
That's taller than the CN Tower, is it not?
I think so.
Well, it's taller than Tokyo Tower, at least.
It's taller than fucking Ultraman, I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah, that's, like... 350 meters taller than Ultraman. Ultraman would probably come up to like his knee.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like 164 feet. So yeah, like this thing would be like monstrous.
I'm just picturing Unicron from the 1986 Transformers movie, and how like when he was transformed, he was like when he landed on Cybertron, like you could see him just standing on it. That's how big he was.
Let's see. How big is Unicron?
He's pretty big. He's a planet.
Unicron's planet mode seemed to be about the quarter size of Cybertron in the comics. The shot of Unicron standing on top of Cybertron shows his robot mode to be not quite a planetary diameter tall. This suggests a diameter of more than 30,000 kilometers. So anyways, Unicron's a big boy.
It's the size of a moon.
He's the Transformer.
That's a mass shifting.
Yeah, well, I feel like that was like a cool concept for Unicron too. It was just like, it's just like, what do we do with like this guy? How about a robot who transforms into a planet and he eats other planets?
Can I have some of what you're smoking?
Oh, but can we? Oh, but what about his? But I guess we'll make like his eyes super fragile. Oh yeah. You just throw something through his eyes and. There you go. Like, I loved how easily they fucking destroyed Unicron from the inside.
Yeah. It's a big hulking thing.
Like, they smashed through his eye, flew in, and flew out the other one. He's just like, ah! And then he's just a floating head in space, and that's how the fucking movie ends. Anyways.
So Takashi here, he calls the police and
then the police call Super Guts.
Or he just called Super Guts, and they were just like, that feels like a cop job. Let's get a cop in here.
Well, no. When they were walking towards the thing, like, the Super Guts, like, Atsuko was like, well, why didn't you look at it? And he's like, nah, this stuff's left to you guys. It's not a police thing.
We don't do that thing here.
Yeah. Well, that does make sense. Like, you know, there's some things that, like, even cops, like, you don't call the police when, like, there's a fire. You call the firefighters. You call the people who are trained to deal with that situation. So so if there's a talk about aliens or kaijus, then you contact the TPC and Super Guts, and they'll take care of it. So they go into the warehouse, and like it's like, oh, we've heard that there's like kaijus here, and like the lead one's just like, ha ha ha! Well, of course there's kaijus here. What? Toy kaijus, and I'm pretty sure it was a weirdly painted Gamora.
You mean Gomora?
Gomora. Sorry, I don't know why I say Gamora.
Because that's what everyone else says.
Yeah, Gomora.
It's Gomora, not Gamora.
It was a blue painted Gomora.
Yeah.
So
probably like a prototype or something. Because like, chances are Bandai has like hundreds of these at their toy shop.
Yep. And so then like they noticed this wall where like Takashi was looking at, where he saw like the kaiju being built, and there's like it's just a wall. But he goes towards it, and like the guy's like, oh fuck, he's gonna discover it, and then like Asuka's like, all right, come on, let's fucking go. Yeah, he's like,
Asuka just picking up random kids.
No, but he's taking it away, and then like the guy's just like, oh here, take this doll for your trouble. Thank you. So he goes back to his house, and like his mom's just like, yeah, we spoil him a lot. Sorry, he's a bit of a shitbag, and blah blah blah.
Which I was thinking of that. I'm like, wait, you spoil him so he lies about everything? Oh, I get it now. You spoil him so he thinks he can get away with anything.
Yeah. And then for some reason, Asuka just goes, oh, I'm going to take this manga. Thanks, kid. Bye.
Oh, yeah, because Karia was doing the actual work downstairs, talking to the mother.
Yeah.
And then Asuka, for some reason, is being really immature this episode. It's just, reading the kid's manga, which it looks like, it's definitely an Ultraman manga, but I think it was made up for this episode.
Yeah. Or
at least the cover. I'll have to check my sources on that.
I think what Asuka, the reason he was acting that way was because, like, it's around a kid. So, like, if a kid calls in for a problem, you're not going to take it seriously. You're just going to think, like, he's fucking with you or something like that.
So kid, where's your dad? Oh, he went out to go get scratch tickets. I guess he won because that was like 7 years ago.
Alright, nice Iron Man 3 reference.
Thank you. But there, Asuka can talk about how he has problems with abandonment issues.
Oh yeah, remember his dad that apparently was like the greatest fucking pilot in Super Guts ever? And then we haven't heard back from him since. Pretty cool. Since that episode where he like imagined like playing catch with them, and then he's like, here, I'll play catch with you, Asuka, just like your dad would. Remember that?
Do you think Asuka has a mom?
Yeah.
Think we ever see her?
Oh, I was about to say, no, we did. And I'm like, oh no, that was Zed when Haruki went to go visit his mom.
No, that's next week's episode.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Or next episode.
Next episode.
I can't stop saying next week's episode. Because we're not back to our weekly schedule yet.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So then he's like reading the manga, and like Asuka's reading the manga in the base, and he's like being really funny, and then Hibiki's like, yeah, it's really funny! Stop reading while you're at work!
But Mai's doing the exact same thing.
No, and so then Takashi like discovers like them again or whatever like that, and he like semi calls them like, and he's like, I need Asuka!
Oh my god. That like you just remind me of a funny joke that happened in the episode though. So like when Takashi goes into the Picopon toy factory.
Yeah.
Like the three guys walk in with more stuff for their Gargorgon or Garon.
Yeah,
Garon. The Me-on.
Yeah.
Like the head honcho one, like the bald, like the slightly bald fat one.
Yeah.
He drops something, and Takashi's hiding underneath the table.
You can clearly see he sees them, and then he like turns back up. He's like, "Oh my god, thank God!" Hey! Ah!
Yeah. Like it took the guy a moment to like, wait.
Yeah. So I was like, you fucking idiot. And then like it's weird. They're all three of them are chasing. And this part about the episode I didn't like that I thought was kind of dumb was like they start like speaking in their like alien language, but they're like in their human form still. So I thought that was weird. I guess it's just for the audience being like, hey, they're aliens. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Plus, they are running around, like slipping on marbles and such. Like,
well, it's because Takashi planted those.
Like, yeah, but like marbles, firecrackers. Like, if you were wearing
real Kevin McAllister over here.
If you were wearing like one of those alien masks, you may hurt yourself.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird them speaking in their language like while they're in human form, because I think it would have been funnier if they were like but instead they're like
like on one hand, it didn't look like they were saying anything at all. Like, there was just no audio.
No, they just dubbed them over.
Yeah, they just dubbed them over.
Yeah, so I just didn't like that. And then, he calls Asuka, and Asuka's just like, Takashi, what have I fucking told you? Don't call here. I'll return your mom. And it's like, yeah, you stole my mom. You borrow it. I'll report you to the police if you don't fucking come down here now. And Asuka's like, alright, don't do that. I'm on my way.
Alright, first off, you're 8. You wouldn't say fuck. Fuck you.
Fuck! Yeah, so Asuka like goes down, and then like they realize what the fuck's happening, and it's like, oh shit.
Also, Asuka must. I think Asuka's just cranky because he had to work day and night shift.
Yes.
It's the middle of the night.
Super Guts is always on duty, 24/7.
Not according to Nakajima.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, so like when the monster gets like deployed, first they get like captured or whatever like that, and then like they bump into the like they're like, yeah, go punch the wall. Asuka's like, okay, fine. And then like reveals the head, and he's like, holy shit, you were fucking right.
Hey, language.
And so like I notice I do that. I like exaggerate everything I say.
You're paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing, yeah.
But like the leader of the trio, he's like, oh, we put a force field around the toy factory so that Super Guts can find out about us. We're super smart. No one can beat us. You do realize a kid over here figured out your plan.
Yeah.
And that just makes him lose it. He's like, the fuck did you just say?
Yeah. But then, so we find out that the kaiju's supposed to be like, again, over 1,300 feet tall.
But they're like, we got the head and we got some parts.
Yeah, we got the head and we can make some little legs. And, like, this guy's fucking weird looking. Like, we saw what he would look like if he was fully constructed, which, like, it looked cool.
Oh, yeah, that looks cool. But then we got that, in which I'm like...
It kind of looked like Pigma on, like, steroids.
It's like... It's Dada, because he had three faces.
Yeah. Well, maybe the judge thing from Transformers.
Oh, the Quintesson?
Yeah.
Fucking creators.
I saw that at EV Games like a couple days ago.
Why did you tell me?
Not the giant one, but just like the Earthrise.
Oh.
Like yeah. Where it's just like the
I still would have wanted it.
Oh, okay.
Should have told me.
Maybe it'll still be there tomorrow.
Well, hopefully. Anyways, so the Garon freaking breaks through the building, and Captain Hibiki sends out all the other members of Super Guts.
And then Nakajima comes out in pajamas, holding a pillow, and he's got a fucking he's like
nightcap on.
Yeah, he's like, all right, let's go. Hibiki's just like, you idiot! And I'm just like. Nakajima. Like, now they're really starting to pander him to be, like, the comic relief.
Now I'm just expecting Nakajima to be like Winnie the Pooh, where he has, like, a gun with him when he do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, how, like, in the very first Winnie the Pooh movie, like, you see Pooh pull a fucking gun.
Shotgun, yeah.
Fucking shotgun. Like, I don't know what the actual...
Well, it was like a toy gun, because it had, like, the cork with the little string on it. Yeah.
I can just see Nakajima coming out with that.
No, but like now, even Hori wouldn't have been like this. Like Hori was silly, but like the man was fucking genius, and also he took his job very seriously.
Yeah, you gotta take your job seriously when all your friends and loved ones are dead.
Yeah, but then he meets his wife, future wife, and he has kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the Dyna Eps crossover.
Yeah, at the end of February, I think we get to it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we get to see the kaiju fight, and like he's really creepy because he's got like 3 separate heads, and like so Asuka gets like Takashi out of there, and then he Takashi's like
Takashi, get the fuck out of here.
Hiding, and then he sees Ultraman Dyna, and he's like, Ultraman Dyna! And so Dyna's fighting him, but then like
wasn't a thing at the beginning of this episode where they're like, oh, we don't believe in aliens. The fuck is that thing then?
Well, it's not that they don't believe in aliens, it's just that they don't believe when Takashi says there were, because he thinks they're just bullshitting them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I'd be questioning a lot of people.
Yeah, no,
in this franchise.
Of course.
You know, it's like in the Lost Galaxy Lightspeed Rescue crossover. I saw a monster. Oh, honey, there's no such thing as monsters. The fuck did you just say? To the point, like, Linkara labeled her the dumbest person in Power Rangers.
Oh, clearly she doesn't get out.
Apparently she lives under a rock.
Yeah, so to beat this thing, Dyna basically, like, turns into Miracle, and...
He
He makes like 3 versions of holograms of himself, and they all like attack at the same time to
So,
like beat all the faces.
So I guess that's where Gamma Future gets his like Gamma.
Okay, so it's from Dyna.
Because I feel like whenever they do like a fusion thing with Ultraman,
They get abilities.
like they have abilities, but like you have to figure out where.
Yeah, well, like the biggest proof was in Ultraman Orb Space Team Superion, where like he shot water out of his hand or whatever, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? Why can he do that? And then we watched Ultraman, and it's like, oh, it's because Ultraman can shoot water out of his hands. It's like, okay, sure.
Do the sprinkler.
That's still so dumb.
Oh, what, Ultraman being able to shoot water from his...
What? Why can he do that? Like, I get it when Ultraman Blue does it, but like... I just think that's dumb.
I don't know, maybe it's because apparently Ultraman's meant to be an allegory for Jesus.
No, because it was just a thing for Ultraman where it's like, oh, he needs to have a certain power to help with that situation he's currently in. It's like, yeah, he can teleport. Oh, he can shoot water. Oh, he can drill underground if he spins really fucking fast.
Hey, Ultraseven can shrink.
Apparently.
Never forget that. Ultraseven can shrink.
Ultraman Z can also shrink.
That's cool.
Yeah, so, like, he punches all 3 of the faces, whatever, and then it basically causes the monster. Cause it's a mechanical monster, so, like, you see the 3 of them in there, like
with, like, pulleys and such.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty cool set. And so, yeah, so they get launched into space, and then they're like, we'll be back! You haven't seen the last of us, Ultraman Dyna!
And apparently they show up 2 more times.
That's cool.
Once in episode 30, and one in the V Cinema called The Return of Hanjiro.
Wow.
And now that we know that the cat thing's name is Hanjiro, that means the V Cinema is all about the fucking cat. The robot space cat. Where is he?
I don't know, we haven't seen him yet. It's probably locked away in, like, Asuka's apartment.
Or Mai's apartment.
Yeah.
Mai probably was just like, this is mine now.
Mine.
Or maybe he's with a bunch of scientists because of, like, radiation and such. So, like, just giant room, scientists and, like, glass wall. Just a cat.
So then Takashi's mom was worried about him, and then, like, Asuka just tells Takashi, he's like, stop fucking lying, kid. And he's like, okay.
Okay, proceeds to tell his friends that he turned to Dyna.
Well, no, he didn't say that he turned to Dyna, he just said he saw Ultraman Dyna.
No, he said he saw Dyna because he is Dyna.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, yeah, and Asuka's like, that kid didn't learn anything. And I'm like, yeah, and that's the episode.
Well, but yeah, so it was cute and fun.
Yeah, it was a cute and fun episode, but now I want to go to a toy company.
Right? Let's go read Bandai.
Okay, why? Wait, what do they have?
Everything that we like in tokusatsu.
But that's all the way in Japan.
Okay. Let's get a boat, we'll go.
Alright, let's go to Vancouver.
Anyways, on to Z! So episode 10, here comes the Space Pirate. So
alrighty, so this episode,
it's really fucking good.
Yeah, an evil empire shows up called the Zanyak, in which so all the Rangers in Super Sentai history have to
Let's go, Kaiser. We're talking about Ultraman.
Wait, we're talking about different space pirates?
Yes, we're talking about the alien space pirate Barossa.
Oh, I thought it was. There goes all my notes.
Yep. So apparently, Gar told me that apparently Barossa is a new alien for the Reiwa era.
Yeah, apparently he is considered the very first Reiwa, like new Reiwa alien.
And he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He can't speak because he doesn't have proper vocal cords to like speak in Japanese like every other alien can. So.
But then we hired Tomokazu Seki to voice the second one.
Yep. But yeah, so what he does is he just puts his hand on top, like he like spins his hand in front of the person. He's like, and then he like puts his hand on their head, and then like they speak through it, like he speaks through them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
just imagine he takes one over and just, I am Barossa. Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh, fuck that. Drops in, freaking grabs another one. I am Barossa. I like this one more.
So basically, like, I really enjoyed this episode purely for the fact that the whole episode basically takes place in the storage headquarters, and I like when shows and movies do that, where like the enemy like attacks the main characters like at their base of operations.
Oh yeah, because
like in it was like in Ultraman, the original Ultraman, where like
Alien Zarub shows up at their base.
Yeah, and just fucks shit up.
Or like in the finale when Alien Zeton shows up.
Yep. So I like that. I like when like people like infiltrate bases and stuff like that. It's always cool. That's why like Rogue One was always a cool movie, Star Wars movie, because like it was like rebels infiltrating the Empire's base and like fucking shit up. So like that was cool.
Yeah, but apparently this Barroso was voiced by Koichi Toshima. Apparently he is best known for being the most reoccurring voice of Dada in recent years.
Okay.
And he was the voice of Kemaman in the Spark Doll theaters.
Oh my god.
Remember those things from Ginga?
Yep.
Spark Doll Theater! Yay!
But yeah, so they finally gathered all the parts of King Joe, and they decided like, all right, with like this technology is awesome. Like it has like a really heavy metal alloy, but like it's super like light and can move really fast. And Baco basically just like I liked a certain thing he said after like someone said, because like you see Yuka like getting like a picture taken with it, and it's just like super cute about it. But then you see Baco, he's like, yeah, but humanity's too greedy sometimes. What if we shouldn't have this technology? Like what if like maybe we don't deserve to have this yet? And then like which Yuka responds with, yeah, but like with steam engines and the Industrial Revolution, that was a bit too much for us too, but then we learned to use it, and now we thrived more as a race because of it.
Translation: it's a fucking robot.
Yeah, and like a really good one, because King Joe's fucking powerful as shit.
I dig giant robots.
Yes.
She just starts singing the Megas XLR theme. Nice.
But yeah, so they're like planning on like trying to like remake King Joe into King Joe Storage Custom.
Well, that's for next episode as well.
I know, but like everyone, we talked about it. So.
Yeah, I know it. You know it.
Yeah, King Joe Storage Custom is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So the Alien Barrosa's plan is basically he wants his King Joe back so he can get the fuck out.
Isn't there a famous pirate like Barbosa?
Barbosa, yeah.
Barbosa.
Well, that's the character from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've never seen those movies.
You should. They're really good. I mean, first one's really, really good. Second one's pretty good. Third one's cool. Fourth one's Fifth one,
Man, there was going to be one more, but then they're like,
yeah. But the first one's really, really good. So like he infiltrates the base and he like takes over like these two soldiers, which I know I liked these two soldiers that like encountered Barrosa. They had name tag and they had names stitched on their uniforms. So I was like, oh, that's good attention to detail that like you kind of like humanize these characters, even though we see them like one time.
Yeah, but it's that realism that like, of course they're going to have name tags. Everyone here has a name tag.
Everyone has a job, a purpose.
Everyone has a job. Your job is to be security, and you fucked up. You're fired. Here's your letter of resignation.
Yeah.
Letter of termination.
There's also a really cute shot where it was like Yoko and Haruki were having like an arm wrestling competition, and you just see Juggler like on his desk like trimming his bonsai tree that he's fucking got.
Probably having Vietnam flashbacks to when he killed the war, or when he injured the queen and destroyed the Tree of Life in the Origin Saga.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so
he's probably just thinking as like, good times.
Yeah, Yoko kicks Haruki's ass, and then like it causes like Hibikura to just be like fuck up on his tree, and he's like, oh god damn it. So then Barrosa's like infiltrates the base and he sets off the alarm. So Haruki and Yoko go find out what the fuck's going on, which then like Yoko gets kidnapped and captured.
I'd say just possessed.
Yeah. And so Haruki Zed decides to take over Haruki's body, and he transforms into regular Zed, like human-sized, and he starts like fighting him. But then like Boros is just like fucking with him.
Oh yeah, because apparently, so I looked into the audio drama for this episode because, like, you know, sometimes they do like backstory stuff, other times they relate to the episode. So I thought if there was like any information about that, apparently Zero told Zet about the Barbossa race, so that's how he knows that they're a bit dangerous.
Yeah, no, and like he's pretty fucking deadly. Like he's got a pretty good plan. But yeah, he just like explains to them. He's like, "You guys stole my spaceship. I want it back." So he takes Yoko over to where Yuka is in like the main room, and like it's like, I can crush her fucking skull with just my hand. Like fucking unlock put the power back on, so like King Joe can go. Come back on.
Turn it back on, or he dies. Who the hell is she? I'm Scruffy. I'll save you, Scruffy.
So Yoko's like really scared, and she doesn't want to fucking die, and which like kind of, I was a bit disappointed in her for that, because like I didn't expect her to show like that much weakness, because like she's a very strong, brave, courageous woman.
Yeah, but it's your skull getting crushed.
I guess. I mean, see, for me, if that was happening, I'd be shitting my pants. Like, I'd be terrified.
Just
I don't want to die. So Yuka reactivates King Joe, but then like Haruki goes to where the bay where King Joe is, and he like shuts off the power. But what was clever was like when Yoko passes, Barossa and Yoko pass Yuka, Yoko like grabs the fucking tablet she had, and, like fucking breaks it, so like they can't like turn off the power again. And then when Haruki activates like this, deactivates the switch and this like power box to
the breaker box.
Yeah, the breaker. He turns it. Barossa turns it back on and then slashes at it so it can't be used again. So I like that he keeps thinking ahead. Like he's like, oh, I don't want them messing with that.
Yeah, because you know, Hebikura turns into Juggler, or as
Alien Spiky.
Yeah, or as Haruki refers to him as Alien Spiky.
And Juggler's just like, fuck off.
Don't call me that.
Don't call me that.
He kind of gives them a very valuable lesson. Don't follow the finger.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? And they turn around, Barbossa's behind them. So he's trying to tell them, hey, focus on your surroundings.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you just led him here.
Yeah. And so then
he turns King Joe back on. Which apparently, with all of his power and not in a proper docking bay, yeah, that base is going to blow.
Yep. King Joe's unstable. So then there's a bunch of soldiers and stuff, and Barossa is shooting them up.
Yeah, he starts shooting them up with apparently an alien Chaplay blaster. Mr. Bako mentions that he'll stay behind to like make sure that he doesn't get to King Joe, but all the other members, which apparently, like I was thinking if this was like some sort of like guest cameo or something. No, apparently these 3 members of Storage have been popping up in the episodes. So it's Satoshi, Seiji, and Hiroshi.
Okay.
And they're all telling Bako that like, we're not leaving you behind. We're all members of Storage. We'll do this together. And then Bako proceeds to get shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, he gets shot in the shoulder, or gets shot in the leg.
Yeah, I noticed that's Barbossa's.
Barrossa.
Yeah, sorry, Barrossa's.
I know.
Shot point. I'm not gonna shoot you in the heart and kill you. That's no fun. I'm just gonna shoot you in the shoulder.
Yeah, no, like
because he shoots Yuka in the shoulder. That hurts her.
Yeah.
Or not Yuka, Yoko.
Yeah.
Because they were chasing him.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to kill. I think he just he just wants King Joe back.
He was wanting to kill Yuka because it's like, well, thanks. Oh no, you turned it on. Now I need to kill you. No witnesses. Sorry, Asahi. No witnesses. then Juggler showed up, like, nope.
Yeah, but then Bako does a really badass thing. He's like, see this thing here? You need this to unlock finish the charging sequence for King Joe. Without this, you can't fucking go anywhere. And he's like, yeah, come get it. this way. So then, like, he throws it on the floor, and Barossa goes and grabs it, opens it up. It's just a bento box, and he's like, ha! Fooled you. That was my lunch, motherfucker. And he, like, spills, like, hot coffee on him. He's like, fuck!
Now I'm wet and somewhat hungry.
Yeah, so, like, that was really cool of Baco to be able to do that, because, like, I like the line when he goes up to, like, fight, he's just like, leave this to the elderly.
Yeah, well, remember, they did mention in the interview for Zet that he was heavily, like, Showa era style hero.
Yeah. Barossa's design's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it's very... It's definitely a rabbit.
Kinda. I think it's more like a bat.
According to the Ultra Wiki, it's like design is like it'll represent the Reiwa era of Japan. True to form, Barossa is the first new alien race. Yeah. But I guess what they're trying to go for with the suit is it's very empty.
Yeah. Because,
you know, it's just the start of the new era.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's, like, I don't know. It just looks like a rabbit to me.
Yeah, so he gets, like, really, really pissed off and he grows big. Which then, like, you see, like, he's a pirate, so he, you know, has, like, many weapons and, like, weapons that he's stolen and stuff. So he, like, starts, like, taking all these weapons out of his person. He starts, like, shoving them onto this rock, and he's like, take this one over here, I'm gonna take this one, put it over here, I'll get him with this one, get him with this one.
Just reminds me of Cell from the 4-year anniversary Q&A. Oh, so I just got this. Then I also got all this shit.
And yeah, so then Zed goes Gamma Future.
Yeah.
Because, you know, newest form, we gotta show that shit off.
Newest form, we gotta get that metal money. Speaking of metals, Barossa actually dropped the 3 medals that he stole from the Allied forces last week.
Which is Jack, Safi, and Father of Ultra.
Yeah.
But then the weirdest thing happens. So Barossa and Zed start fighting, and then you just start hearing the what's the name of the song?
It is called the Sabre Dance.
Yeah, the Sabre Dance. So it's like that. Yeah, so it's like you hear that in, like, cartoons and, like, stuff like that, like So it's like the footage is, like, really, like, I think it's royalty free.
I guess it's public domain. Let's find out if it is public domain. Who knows?
But anyways, that was just really weird to see that song playing while they were fighting. So I was like, all right, and yeah, so like
because he's a rabbit, so, Bugs Bunny,
I guess. So yeah, Barossa's just like going fucking ham and kicking Zed's ass with all these different weapons.
Just weapon after weapon. And I like how when he grew himself, he took the micronizer from the Alien Data episode of Ultraman. Because remember how Alien Data was stealing those scientists?
Yeah.
How he was shrinking them? It's just make me grow. Yeah. If you actually go to the Ultra Wiki and look up Alien Barossa, there's actually the list of every weapon that was there.
Yeah, because I looked at them and I was like, those are all weapons from Ultraman, probably.
Like, the only one that I heavily saw was the Alien Magma, like, hook arm.
Yeah. Also, I meant to mention this in the episode when Jeed showed up. I kept forgetting to mention it. I do like that, like, they can use the Zed Riser, like, as a weapon while, like, they're fighting, like, grown.
Yeah, this is the first episode where Zed uses the Zed Riser as a weapon.
Yeah, so Jeed was using it when he was Galaxy Rising, and I just thought, like, because I always looked at it and was like, this looks like it could be a weapon, like, for, like, Ultraman. Because, like, he didn't have his G-Claw, so it makes sense that he would use that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the Zed Riser can be used as a weapon.
And of course, it's used by Gamma Future, which is a bit odd because you would expect, like, you know. Then again, it's with all the sidekick abilities, it may need an extra weapon.
Yeah.
Because I think the Zed Arrow Lance is more of a Beta Smash, not Strong Corona, Alpha Edge weapon.
Yeah. And then like Barossa does like a thing where he like stops Zed in his tracks and he starts doing like ba 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 ba. And he fucking hits him.
Sucker punches him.
And so then Yoko finds like the medals and she like throws them to Zed, which to be real, they would just like she'd throw them and they'd be like probably like a few feet forward and just be like, oh wait, actually pass me the ball. It'd be like this.
No, hang on. Just like expectations, tossing him all the way to Zed, but it's like, Zed, this is for you.
That's the realism. Maybe like because they're ultra metals, they like gravitate towards like an Ultraman.
But just like that would be the realistic thing. One would be like 4 feet away. The other they wouldn't all be in the same area.
See, I believe it more when Ankh threw the fucking medals to Edgy. Like that's more believable. That I can actually like see that happening. But throwing medals to far away to a 50-foot fucking humanoid alien, I don't fucking think so.
Didn't someone do that to Ichi at a Kamen Rider panel or something?
That was me.
Oh, you threw the medals at Ichi?
Oh, no. So, funny story. So, one night, we got these new medals, so I just went, like, Ichi! Like, at home, and I was like, Ichi Melina! Fucking threw it right square in his forehead, center of his forehead, and, like, fucking Kevin lost his shit. That was the funniest thing ever. Yeah. I was like, oh, you agree? And he's just like, it wasn't funny, dude. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, like square center of his fucking forehead. Yeah. It's like, Ichi Melina, wink.
I think it reminds me of when I played soccer in school once. I'm like, come on, man, put me up front. I'm sick of being defense. All right, kickoff. Guy, I charge for the ball. The other person charges it. They get to it before me. Kick it right into the forehead.
Oh.
I'm like,
I've gotten a soccer ball to the stomach. That's not fun.
That just boom.
But yeah, so then so with the new medals, he's able to use like a combination of attacks that are based off Jack, Safi, and Father of Ultra. Which when the medals were being scanned in the Zed Riser, I was surprised that they scanned Father of Ultra and it actually says Father of Ultra, because in Geed, like it would go like the Geed Riser would go like
Father no Ichi.
Well, no, it was like Ultra no Chichi.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Yeah, and so I'm surprised it did like the English version of Father of Ultra.
I guess it's because they know, like, Subaraya now knows that there's more of a fan base.
Yeah, in like the West, so it's
in
Father
the West.
of Ultra.
Yeah, so if you did do the original Japanese, some people would be like, what?
Yeah. And then, yeah, he like proceeds to use like an M87
Shining Tornado Slash.
Yeah.
In which Barossa explodes.
Or M78, sorry.
Yeah. Shouts a phrase. And Haruki's like, yeah, we did it! By the way, what did he say? All my brothers will avenge me. Then we'll take him on! You do realize that Barossa alien can lay 10,000 eggs, right?
So that means 9,999 left.
Like, just Haruki's face went from excitement to straight up fear.
Cuts to fucking a planet of just Barossa's just being like, and like there's 9,999 of them.
Look, there's Tomokazu Seki.
Yeah.
They'll show up in a few episodes.
Yeah, so like we see like a swirly planet of just like a bunch of them, and it's like, oh
swirly,
fuck.
swirly.
And then it ends with basically like, all right, we're gonna work on King Joe. We'll get him. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to like rebuild him. And then Yuki's like, oh, I can't wait to see that spiky guy again and dissect him. You just see Juggler in the background just drink spits out fucking coffee. It just cuts to his fucking face and then like zooms to like a small circle with his face.
Oh,
so funny.
Oh fuck, what are they called? Iris shot.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, like it closes in on the iris.
Well, we'll put that in the thumbnail because I think that's just really funny. Just that face he makes. Son of a gun. You thought I was gonna say son of a bitch, didn't you?
That's all, folks.
I like the Nicolas Cage one. Oh.
Yeah, that was a good episode. I think we should have talked about it last week with the King Joe episode.
I feel like there was just like a 4-part fucking thing, like the King Joe anthology.
The anthology.
Yeah, might as well. Like fucking this King Joe's like in 4 episodes. He's like in this. He's in these 2, and then his debut.
Yeah,
his Storage Custom.
But we are talking about the next episodes 11 and 12 of Zet together.
Yeah, because they are good,
and
fucking feelsy and emotional, and my god, we all have a lot to say about those.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I borrow some of these? Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't say I shot. Heavy Kura, and then shot. So if I put I shot, I'm gonna be like, what do I mean? Because sometimes I uploaded the new thumbnail of the most recent episode that's going out 136 onto the Ultra Chat on our Discord, and they're like, "Wow, Gar, I can't wait to understand the joke," and I'm like, "Me too." Because it's been so long that I just forget. Yeah. I'm like, me too.
Me too. Oh, but yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorite episodes that I've seen lately.
Now I kind of want to get a vinyl of Barrows.
Yeah, it's probably out there.
Probably cheap.
Let's look.
Alrighty. While you look, I'm gonna crack open this banned episode of Ultraseven. Here we are, episode 12, From a Planet with Love.
There you go. 23 bucks.
Oh, that's not bad. So, Lane.
Yes.
When do you think this episode got banned?
Why do I think this episode got banned?
No, when did
when?
Yeah.
Probably around like the anniversary of the Hiroshima bomb.
Nope.
Oh.
It was actually in 1970.
Oh.
3 years after its release.
Oh.
It was during a rerun where it started to actually bring up a bit more controversy. So one of, if not the most famous episode of Ultraseven.
Apart from the targeted town.
Apart from targeted town, the assassination plan, the biggest.
This is a weird episode, man.
History.
This is a weird episode.
Yeah.
Like, it was really like I think it was also like the quality that we were watching it in, because it was like.
So what we were watching. So get this. This episode was again banned.
Yeah, so it's not on the Blu-ray set.
It's not on the Blu-ray set, not on the DVD set. Never been released on VHS. According to recently, in like a Kaiju Masterclass video, Ultraseven, when being released to TNT to make an English dub, got their hands on episode 12. It was by accident. But you know what they said? Nothing. And they just went with it. It's like, here, kid, take this. And like they sent them all the episodes, not realizing they also gave them episode 12, so they're like ran with it.
Yep, they're like, fuck that. Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do for like the visual of this episode, because I usually do like a collage of the wallpaper. Like I'm thinking of doing a joke of like inserting like just promotional images. Probably the TNT logo.
Yeah, but like, oh my god,
this was.
Whoever the fucking camera guy was did not know how to zoom out in a shot.
Akiko Gishio is allegedly the director of this episode.
Yeah, well, apparently he doesn't know how to zoom out of a camera.
I guess he does, because he directed several of the famous episodes of Ultraman, such as the Gamma Kujira episode, the Gavadon episode, the Teleston episode, the Creepypasta episode.
Yep.
That I refer to it. The Jamila episode.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
The Skydon episode. And the Sibosu Monster Graveyard episode.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he also directed episode 8.
Oh. The Targeted Town.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, like...
Oh, apparently he... Oh, that explains so much. He did episode 37 of Tiga.
Oh, oh, God! That was a weird one we didn't like.
Yeah!
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. What is up with this guy?
So, get this. Apparently, Tsuburaya liked him for his realism.
Huh.
Or, according to this, because I have his Japanese Wikipedia page up. It was up here. In 1966, in early summer, he documented Eiji Tsuburaya in The Father of the Modern Leader Ultra Q. This gained popularity, and after he was seconded to Tsuburaya Productions, a man named for himself with the production of Ultraman Ultraseven. In addition, there are many stories set in the world where it's not clear whether the content of the story is a fantasy that includes reality or reality like an illusion. So, in short, he's known for his realism.
Okay, but like...
So, like, if you're in a car, he's gonna make you feel like you're being shot in a car.
Yeah, because, like, it's just, like... So it felt like zoomed in, cramped, and, like...
It did feel...
Like, it was very dark, you couldn't see, like, the characters that well.
Well, it could just be the quality of the episode.
That's probably it, too, but, like, it just... It was weird. Apparently Fuji's actor was in or something. I recognized it for a second until Dara pointed her out.
Yeah. Yes. Fuji's actress, Hiroko Sakurai, was in this episode as Anne's high school friend, Sane Yamabe?
Yeah, Sane.
Yeah, Sane Yamabe or something. Yamate, whatever.
Yamate.
No, Fuji Yamate!
But yeah, so basically what this episode boils down to is alien vampires. So, like, there's a group of fucking alien vampires, and they're trying to get, like, the perfect sample of blood to, like, restore their populace or their bloodline or some bullshit or something like that. So they
to be, like, reign supreme.
Yeah, so they're distributing these watches everywhere. I've noticed mainly to women. Like, women was what they were starting with. And,
so
like,
I guess women live longer than men?
Yeah, so, like, they're these cool, like, watches, and, like, I guess they, like...
They don't even tell time, though.
No.
There's no hands on it.
Sometimes, like, watches are sometimes meant for just, like...
You could just say bracelet.
Sure. And, like, I guess they just, like, extract the blood from you, and then, like, it just causes you to, like, collapse.
Yeah, blood loss.
Yeah, blood loss. I don't think they died. I think they just...
No, yeah, just, you know...
They just fainted from blood loss.
Yeah.
And so they don't know why, and then, like... So, like, yeah, Sane, like, her little brother...
Oh, Shinichi.
Yeah, oh, God, I fucking kept hearing that name constantly. Shinichi!
I can't sue you, the film's too grainy.
So he apparently, like, steals the watch, and he's, like, wearing it, and then he fucking passes out.
What does that lead to? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Except that apparently children's blood is the purest of all bloods.
Yeah, so, like, the vampires, like, they're called the Alien Spell, which, fucking weird name for alien vampires.
That doesn't even look like a vampire. It looks more like a mummy.
Yeah, so they're, like, in this building that's, like, this room that's really fucking dark, but they have, like, lights, like, illuminating their faces, and they're just, like, they're like, this blood mixes well. Oh, it's the children's blood. How can we not have seen this before? We'll take all the children's blood. We'll be reign supreme. And they're just fucking laughing, like, maniacally. And so,
Can I have some of what you're smoking?
Right? So then, how they get the children to, like, attract them, they publish, like, an art drawing contest or something where it's like, draw a rocket ship and you get a free space watch. And so, like, all these kids fucking line up, and then you have, like, fucking Furuhashi and Dan, they're in, like, suits, and they're, like, blocking these fucking children. They're like, no, you can't fucking go in there, we're gonna take your blood. Like, they're just...
Oh, we won't listen to those strange old men. And, like, apparently it's like a tearaway suit or something, because then they're suddenly in their Ultra Guard uniform.
Yeah.
And that kids still aren't listening. the Lego brick house explodes.
See, that's why the Science Patrol suits were better, because they were blue suits on the outside, but then you can reverse them. Bam.
So you guys are all stupid. They're gonna be looking for Ultraman.
Yeah. And so this building that they're fucking in looks like a giant Lego brick. Fucking explodes, and then like for no reason, just one of the alien spell just grows fucking big, and oh my god, here's where like this episode why it's banned.
This is heavily why it's banned. Sorta. Apparently there were like. You know how sometimes the aliens have, like, sub-names?
Yeah.
So, like, this one's, like, the blood-sucking alien.
Yeah.
Or, like, how Barosa's, like, the space pirate alien. Apparently, in some magazines, they were known as the A-bomb aliens.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's supposed to apparently look like a human that, like, after being hit by, like, a nuclear bomb. So he's, like, all white, and he has, like, radiation burns all over him, and he just looks fucking terrifying, and it just... I'm amazed Japan did that, when, like, that's, like, one of the most fucking horrifying things to ever happen to their fucking country.
We'll never forget Godzilla was meant to look like a giant mushroom cloud. Like, the head itself was supposed to be a mushroom cloud.
But that's like deciding to, like, every year they make a feature film about 9/11 somehow, like to like, oh, we gotta keep remembering it. It's like, no, guys, that's the thing that happened like fucking almost 20 years ago. We want to fucking forget about it.
Yeah, so according to because I have Japanese Wikipedia page up, apparently, like, there are large black spots on the body that reminisce of keloids. Skin trauma caused by burns, which can occur in normal life and occasionally flash orange.
Yeah. So that's like what happened to like people who survived the bombing of Hiroshima. So
apparently, and worst thing of all, apparently those people were looked down upon. Survivors of an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Looked down upon.
Yeah. Well, it's because like you want to stay away from them because they're like radiated and like they remind you of something horrific that happened. So I get it, but that's still not fucking cool. That's not cool. But yeah, so that happens, but then like there's also scenes like earlier on where like again like there's like this weird creepy music that keeps fucking playing through the episode. Like it's weirdly shot, it's dark, like it's hard focusing on the characters' faces and stuff because like they're constantly zoomed in, and like when like the captain gets like a call, like he's like his face is right fucking there while he's talking on his watch, like and like and fucking to let you know as soon as you fucking get to watch, like fucking cease contact, and it's like fuck. So then like yeah, so Dan just decides to go turn into fucking Ultraseven, and like also there's like a fucking alien spell spaceship fucking attacking at the same time, and like the Ultra Hawk goes in, starts firing at it, and like Gar told me years ago that like how they drew like how they like created the beam effects and like ray effects is that they draw it on the
so they don't
frame.
They don't take a negative, they make a copy of the negative, which is the positive, and which that's what they use to edit on.
But I guess they are having a heyday with the ray effects on this episode because there's just a shot where they're firing a bunch of rays and you just see all these ray effects just fucking covering the screen, and I'm like, okay, guys, calm down.
Well, remember, that was Akiko's decision at the end of the day because he is the director.
Oh, more beams! More beams! More beams! And everyone's just looking at him like at the set, just like, what the fuck's up with this guy?
But apparently one of his types of rules was like he didn't want the ending to be easy. He wanted to do them like different ways. So think of it. Gamma Kajira episode. What did Ultraman do to beat him?
Fucking through his face.
No, he flew right through him.
Oh, he flew right through him, that's right.
What did he do? What did he do with Jamila?
Fucking threw him in water.
Yeah.
He was like,
what did he do with Sibozu?
Can't remember.
Strapped him to a fucking rocket.
That's right.
So I'm like,
so what did he do with the alien spell? Oh, just
slice in half.
Eye slugger, bam, right down the middle.
I take this thing and then I chop it in half.
So, like, that's how we get... And, like, the ship also, he fucking blows up, because it's like, whatever. He uses his beam. Just blows up. And just... Yeah, like, this episode was just, like, weirdly fascinating. Because, like, it was so different from any other Ultra 7 episode we've watched. And it just... I can understand why it was banned, but, like, there's just so much to, like, look into and talk about. Like, my God. So, like, that's why, like, Garth's is going to do a separate, like, deconstruction video on his own, because there's so much to take in.
Well, like, or at least, like, the actual history of this episode being infamously banned.
Hell, I want to go back and listen to the Castranger episode where we talked about this episode, what we thought then. Like,
I probably had every piece of information wrong about it.
And me, I was probably just like, why was it zoomed in? Why was it dark all the fucking time? Like, what was with this quality?
I think I was still joking about the whole, like, I think I was still laughing about you guys making the Trailer Park Boys joke.
Oh my God, yeah, that was the funniest fucking shit ever. Green bastard tune.
So, yeah, like, but here's the thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the weirdest thing.
Mm-hmm.
In December of 2017, the actress that played Anne prepared a cake in the shape of the alien to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the broadcast, and reported on her blog that she held a secret party to pray for the lifting of the ban.
Oh my goodness.
And you want to know the weirdest part of all?
What?
Apparently this episode does have, like, it's been remastered.
Oh.
When they did the Blu-ray release of Ultra 7, they also remastered this episode for the archive.
Wow.
However, because of the band,
yep,
it can't, like, but it's at least interesting to know that Subaraya hasn't been, like, just destroy everything about this.
No, because it's still like a part of history or whatever like that. But it's just like they don't want to, like, release it, and there's people who are upset about it because, like, you know, they felt a bit sensitive to it, or they were insulted or offended by it. So it's understandable. In which,
like, from reading all, like, because, like, Alien Spell has his own page of just, like, contents of episode 12, who designed, like, the process of designing it,
like, why
the background,
going through their heads making that, thinking it was cool.
I don't even think they were trying to make it cool. I think it was just, like, according to the script that they had, it was originally meant to be a bug, which, if it was the whole blood thing, why not just make him a mosquito?
Yeah, like a giant mosquito, or just make it a giant alien-looking vampire. That would have been fun. Like, not with, like, the cape and, like, everything, but, like, give it, like, something with, like, giant fangs.
That is Alien Bat.
There you go. That would have been interesting.
This is from Return of Ultraman.
There you go. That should have been it. That should have been what Ultra 7 flopped.
Then he got a kick-ass remodel.
Whoa, that is kick-ass.
Yeah, it was oh fuck, what's his name from Taiga? Homare's, like, alien buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh, cool.
I think you went from that to that.
That's better. That's way better. Yeah, just, like, if you can get your hands on this episode, I'd recommend watching it, because, like, it's interesting, but, like, oh boy, it's so different from, like, the other episodes.
You know how I said the Teleston episode was, like, the creepypasta episode?
Yeah.
Like this is definitely the episode where I could make a creepypasta about it. Like, oh, I walked into the video store today to pick up more episodes of Ultra 7, but I didn't see any. But when I was unpackaging the boxes, I saw a rare VHS tape called Ultra 7 episode 49 or, like, something. And I'm like, well, I didn't know about this. And I put it in my VHS, I put it in my VCR, and my VCR stopped working. My light went out. The episode started to play.
And you know what? That would be that's what the Alien Spell looks like. He looks like something from like a creepypasta or like a found footage thing where it's like go to Japan and like you go into a forest and then it's like, oh, I heard this is like where they buried like a lot of like radiation victims from like the Hiroshima bombing or something, and then just that like we're gonna show like cut to it like on the page, like don't like they don't spell it, just cut to it like on the wiki page.
Oh yeah.
Bam! That's what you fucking seen through your camera, and it's just coming after you. That'd be terrifying. But anyways, just wow.
Latest appearance done.
Yeah, no, of course, never gonna fucking see him again. But anyways, weird episode, but like it was fascinating and interesting to watch. So
I'm glad that we're finally done with this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why, but as we're talking about it, it's just making me feel uncomfortable.
Aww.
Like not
as a band episode should.
And there's our title of the episode. As a band episode should.
Yep. But yeah, Ultraseven, you're wacky. You're a wacky show.
Now I'm thinking of putting alien spell in the thumbnail, but I think that
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's just like if you want to see it, you gotta look at it yourself.
You know what? I'll put alien bad in. Just think of it there.
Yeah. If you want to see alien spell, either go look at them up yourself or go watch the episode.
You know what? Yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna put them in the actual like.
No, you want to see it. Go find it.
Go watch the old episode of Ultraranger of Castranger.
Ultralight.
Where we did the Ultralight episode of Ultraseven, because I put a photo of him in that.
Yeah.
You want to go see him, go put him in there.
Yeah. Cell was on the episode with us.
Yes, he was. I think he
Raven too.
I think he wanted to do something King Kong related.
Yep.
In recent.
Like, we'll do that.
We'll do something next year. Something for Kong. Do something for King Kang. Anyways, I think that is the episode. So this is Ultraranger episode 139, as a band episode should.
Yep.
You got a Twitch, right?
Yeah, twitch.tv/Robolane.
Yeah, because like apparently the fans want us to bring that back. The whole like intro blurb thing.
Okay.
Maybe I can mock one up for like the start of the new year.
Yeah. We'll bring it back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. And then next time, we're in it because we're talking about probably the 2 best episodes of Ultraman Z.
Hell yeah. And then we'll see what wackiness episodes 13 of Ultraseven and episode 14 of Dyna have for us.
You know, now I'm curious about that. How did what came after the band?
Yeah, because like you look up any Blu-ray set of like Ultraseven and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, and onwards.
Hey, at least with Movie Spree, they included
12. You just can't
12.
watch it.
Yeah, but it's like no image.
Yeah.
And it's just like a 2-second thing, so it just skips straight to episode 13.
Yeah.
So they at least acknowledge that that episode 13 is not episode 12.
Yeah.
Also, apparently this episode got like 33.8% viewership.
Okay.
And I looked up, it's like Japan's population's like 100 million at the time.
Yeah.
So that's like 30% of the population watched Ultraseven on Sunday, December 17th. That's just awkward. Maybe the next episode will be a Christmas episode.
Let's hope.
I want Ultraseven to come in as Santa Claus.
Oh my god, yep.
Anyways.
Schwa for now!
Or is it Schwa for now, or is it Shue for now?
No.
I've been typing it out, and a lot of people have just been pronouncing it as Shue.
No, it's Schwa for now.
It's Schwa. Like
Schwa!
Like Schwatch.
Like an Ultraman.
Like an Ultraman. Except without the copyright stuff.
Yep. Anyways, bye.
Schwa for now.